Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we discuss ways where we can create environments where employees actually want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. Hi, I'm Ken Bader, your host for Branding the Experience. Our subject today, not every prospect is your client. And this came to light over the past 2 days with two different conversations that I had. One, I was with a prospective client yesterday, and we talked about her business, which is basically a health and wellness business. And we talked about, what is her target market? And she mentioned that, well, I want to serve everybody. Well, yeah, of course we would love to serve everybody, but that isn't the right approach, or not right approach, but probably the best approach, I should say, is that you want to target your market towards people that you know that you could help as good or better than anybody else. And through a little bit of a discussion, we found that she actually does her best work with men. Usually, I believe it was between 45 and 55 or 40 and 55. And as I explained to her, just because you target market that particular audience because you know that you're good at serving that particular group doesn't exclude you from all the other markets out there. Certainly, some women might say, wow, you really did a great job with my brother John. Can you work with me too? Of course I can. So you need to hone in on exactly who your prospect is, because again, not everybody is your client. And it came to mind again today. I had the opportunity to talk to another prospective client, which happens to be a financial institution that was looking for some strategic planning in a month or two. And he asked me, the CEO, I should say, asked me a number of questions. Now, in the past, I would be almost desperate to grab that business. One, I love strategic planning. Two, it's a very good high ticket item because I've been doing it for a number of years. I can command a decent price for that. So in the past, I'd be almost desperate to get that client. Say, yeah, that's the type of business that I want. But in this particular situation, I certainly was very enthusiastic to talk to the CEO, especially since it's a gentleman that I've never worked with before and had never met. But I kept my answers to a very specific way that I like to approach strategic planning. In fact, I talked about the fact that I don't necessarily want to talk a lot about numbers. I want to talk in strategic planning about what's driving the numbers and how much I love small business, and I bring in different examples and exercises into my strategic planning facilitation. Now, I didn't know if that's what he was looking for or not, but I know that that's how I do my best work. So if that wasn't going to be in alignment with what he needed for his particular financial institution, so be it, no harm, no foul. Because again, not every prospect that I have is my ideal client or client at all. In this particular case, it worked out really well because he mentioned that his brand, culture, and strategy aligned very well with what I teach. So I was very, very happy to hear that. And very happy that I approached that meeting not in a vanilla, watered down, well, I don't want to say anything that might not get me the gig, but I'm really glad that I approached it in an enthusiastic way of this is how I approach it and this is my philosophy. And it turned out that it aligned very, very well with what he is looking for in the future. So remember, not every prospect is your client. And just as important, I hope that you're branding the experience at a very high level for all of your ideal clients. Take care.
Now a word from our sponsor, Bader Training and Consulting. BTC is the creator of the B plus C plus S formula. Our clients that implement that formula increase their net income by 124% and grow their business by 17% on average. The best place to start working with Bader Training and Consulting is with our B plus C plus S audit. The service pinpoints issues as well as attributes of your business's unique brand, culture, and strategy. Learn more or sign up for a B plus C plus S audit at www.btcinc.net/BCS-audit.